Vibration of past life, present life. Like the river that's polluted, to stop the flow of this pollution into the river, we must go back to where the programming or the vibration first started. This is past life and also present life. So we bring into this life lessons. Now these lessons are vibrating on a level to attract situations and experiences for us to learn to clear out the past lives. So emotional baggages that we've held through an experience in our past life has meant that because we haven't learnt it, or the reason, or we couldn't see the big picture, we have held on to it. Then our soul attracts situations, even our parents, to create an environment that we can best learn about the emotion, so that we can let go of this programming. For remember, in the subconscious, even if we lose weight, if in the subconscious we have a fear that we can never lose weight, we will eventually put the weight back on, because we're coming from a place of lack, and then eventually the lack will take over. It's the same for money, it's the same for all walks of life, relationships, everything. If you come from a place of lack, then you will create that. So even if you're in the best relationships, you will still start to tell yourself that this is not going to happen, it's going to end. You start to create, your problems will start to show because of the vibration you're putting out. So it's only when we change that vibration and get rid of the programming that first started, which is in past life, and why I do past life healing. So with past life, once you find out the reasons and the story behind, it also brings into this life your mannerisms, the way you are, why you get affected when certain people say certain words. It's because you have an attachment from the past life. You even bring that forward into lesson forms. In your childhood, you're just a learning machine. You start to get all the information together. You also create programming from the age of 0 to 7 for your journey to start attracting situations, people, so that you can clear out this emotional baggage that you hold on to from your past lives. And so we absorb from our parents their emotional fears, ancestors. We start to get conditioned. And if you think that your eyes actually create your world, then what you see around you, if you're in that environment, you start to become. And that is why often we are frightened of being our parents. But both parents are giving out a vibration of lack. And we absorb that because as children, we try to help our parents. And even if you haven't got parents, you will have created that situation to learn the most lessons, and it will be due to your past life. Because you chose not to have parents, so you learn to not be in control, or you learn not to have an environment where you had to survive. So when we start to see that a lot of situations come from this, we can see how important it is to clear out past life. The present life also is where we hold on to the energy, the attachments. Instead of learning the lesson and letting it go, we actually hold on to another part of the equation. That's why in relationships you attract a similar type of relationship, because you've not learned or seen the big picture to why or where the programming came from, or the attachment that made you into the person you are. That's why you can have certain mannerisms. That's why you feel right to be a certain way. And that's why you can't change your routine, because you'll always go back to the vibrational energy or the lack that's giving out. So, if you clear out your past life and you also trace back to your childhood and find the programming you can clear out, this is what I do in my healing sessions. So it's a mind, body and spirit. So it's very important that you clear out, because if you're always vibrating this lack from these lessons, then you will always be attracting situations of negativity. But it's still only our perceptions, what we put to it. But it's a lot harder when we do a lot of cleansing ourselves to still have a vibrational energy of this. And that's why eventually it will still absorb and we will still become, until we change that. If you recognize that inside you is this energy, you also recognize that the source only feeds what it has come into it. This is why you need vibrational healing, because vibrational healing will change what energy or attachment that you have to the outside world. Because this energy that is coming to you can change your vibration. And so to not cleanse or cut the ties or stop the attachments that you have on all parts of your body means that you'll not change your life. And this is very important. So when you realize that you are reflecting to everybody, you've chosen the person who's come into your life, but you're also reflecting what energy is being put to you. And that's why certain people can get upset with you. And because they might be feeling quite negative and quite down, they reflect this to you in the hope that you will help to help them in life or to give them some inspiration. You absorb their rubbish. It triggers your insecurities inside, and so you start to reflect that out, because the body doesn't want it. The body wants to flow. It wants to just be the source. It wants to be loved. And so the body is automatically reflecting. That's why if you ask somebody, why did you say that? They often don't know why. It's because it's an instinct to reflect. It's an instinct to show the person their lessons so that they may. That's why we attract people, because we've asked for an experience to learn the lesson in the hope that we see the big picture to why we attracted it, so that we release this lack or this programming that we have inside of us. This is what it's all about. So everybody you meet who you get annoyed with, you can either have a vibration that you don't want to become that, or you are literally don't like their energy. And this is why. But the problem with this also is that we're all healers. We all feel like helping people. We're told that we're supposed to do certain things in life, supposed to be certain people. So we let down our barriers, we let down our protection, and we start absorbing other people's negativity, because that's the way we learn the lesson. Now, if you put yourself in white light and waterfall, you don't absorb the negativity, because everybody we come into contact with, we have an energy line attached to them. And so we can be fed by thousands and thousands of people. So when somebody's feeling down, that's why we sometimes, even if we're having a good day, we start to feel rotten, or we start to get people's illnesses, or feel that because we're being fed the vibration. And that's why certain people drain us, and certain people we just feel we can't be around, because the body can't handle any more negativity. It can't handle this energy, and it will also start triggering the past life. And you can start to create illnesses that you had in past life in this life because of too much negativity, or a shock, or a situation where you're just absorbing too much energy that's not good for you. So that's why with the healing I do, you have to realign the energy of the body. That's why that we have certain parts of our body start to take the illness. That's why you have backache. That's why you have trapped nerves, because it's all about negativity on the body that's not flowing. It's like if the blood in the body is not able to flow, it gets congealed, it starts to cause problems, and it starts to cause internal bruising and one thing or another because the flow is not there. Your one chakra, which is energy wheels in your body, one of them out of line, it stops the whole flow. So it's very important. You can neutralize the negativity by putting love into the body, but you still have got to ignite the energy. And this is moments when you have no attachment, but you feel that moments of elation or euphoria. If you can associate those moments to parts of your body, to situations, then that have no attachment, then you can flow even more. This is the key. So, for example, if you had a time where you trained a lot and you felt good in yourself, or you had a relationship where you both felt peace and so you came together and you felt that elation from it, it's those moments that we call the flowing. That's when we're really flowing and everything's right, because we have no attachments to it. It's not the outcome of what we did or how we achieved it. It's that moment of elation, which is the free flowing, that we've got to think about. So when you think of wealth or health, you think of the words that are flowing words. Peace is a flowing word. Unconditional love is a flowing word. When you start to use those sort of words, passion is looking within. Inspiration is being inspired by those in spirit world. In spirit, inspiration. So when we start to do the things like that, then we are flowing. Then we are enjoying. When we're enjoying life, we are flowing. And these are the elements that we need to do. This is the secret to changing your life. This is the vibration of the source. It's when you ignite those within you, then you can flow. Then you can be all you can be. You can attract all you can. And that's why certain people, when you speak to them, and you always think, God, they're always lucky. They're always enjoying life. They always seem to be happy. It's because they have no attachments to anything. They know that the bigger picture is that good always comes out of every situation. Or neutral energy, or the source always comes out of the situation. So there is no, when you understand that you are spirit with a body, well, spirit's everlasting. Just because you're seeing this life as it and everything, and you're looking at the past and the future, you're missing the moments. You're missing the key to it all. Magic moments make your life. But to have a moment, what do you need to do? You need to experience. You need to just do it. That is the secret to it all. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And as you're doing it, you are a learning machine. You're back to the age of 0 to 7, where you were just spirit. And you were just flowing, and that's when you get insights, because you're part of what we call the collective. You're part of everything. So you're able to access any information without restrictions. Information that comes from the source, if acted upon, always is good. There's no bad that comes from it. There's always a bigger picture, and you always experience. And it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, it always turns out good. And this is the secret to it all. By flowing, you attract good into your life, because that's all you see. But that's because all you are. You're the vibration of what you become. You're the vibration of enjoying. You're the vibration of, happiness has to be created. So you have to be happy to vibrate happy. You have to be love to vibrate love, to attract love. Are we getting the message now? Are we seeing the big picture?